Hello everyone, this is Lucas from GrowYourBase, and today I am super excited to introduce you to the very first edition of the GYB NFT Weekly update. And so, what is this? Well, this is something that we're very excited about because it comes from a need, right? As you know, we at GrowYourBase are experts in the space, and the NFT space is our full-time job. But still, it's gotten to a point where it's really hard to keep up because there's just so many stuff happening, so many interesting projects launching, etc., etc. So what we're gonna do in the GYB NFT weekly update is every week we're gonna give you the facts in under 10 minutes that you need to keep up with the NFT space. And so we're very excited about this because we think it can help you guys, especially those of you who don't have a lot of hours to dedicate to it, to be able to know the information that will allow you to make better decisions and to be on top of your NFT game. So again, very excited to launch this project. And the way it's gonna work, at least initially, is divided in three sort of sections for each video. The first section is going to be about the facts. So we're going to give you in under 1 minute all the information of this last week. We had this project coming out, we had this sale going on, we had this record that was set in the NFT space, etc. Then we're going to spend a bit more time, maybe a couple of minutes, talking about the main event of the week, so the biggest sale or whatever, and we're gonna end up with the future. So we're gonna talk about the sales that are coming, for example, and you should be aware of the game releases that are coming, etc., etc. So without further ado, let's get started, and let's do so with deadmau, because deadmau, as you know, or as some of you might know, is a very famous artist with millions of subscribers and fans all around the world that has decided to get into the NFT space. So just yesterday, on the 16th of December, his cards were launched, and basically they are collectibles that are based on the Wax blockchain and that you can buy and sell, well, as much as you want. You had these packs that you could buy yesterday, and you can collect the cards, but apparently you'll also be able to use them in some virtual experiences created by the artist in the future. So if you're a fan, you might want to hold on to them and see what the future brings you. Now, talking about mainstream artists hitting the NFT space, we have Lil Yachty, who also has millions and millions of followers, that just launched a collaboration with Nifty Gateway for his first one-on-one piece that I have right here. It's called the Yachty coin. He launched it yesterday as well on Nifty Gateway, and it sold for $16,050. So that's quite a lot of money, and again, I believe it's positive that we have a lot of sort of mainstream media and mainstream artists in this case coming into the NFT space. Now, another project that was also launching some interesting stuff this week is Blockchain Heroes. You might know this one because we've had them in the platform, we've had them at GrowYourBase, and they've just released First Strike, which includes a variety of new characters, new cars, and you can buy these already. They are on Wax as well, so feel free to check them out. Now, talking about games still, in this case we're going to talk about Axie Infinity. Most of you will know Axie because it's probably the #1 blockchain game at the moment, and they've just won an award for that. So they just won the Blockchain Game of the Year award in a Chinese convention. They are making a lot of moves, they are launching a lot of new things, so definitely check it out and definitely stay tuned on that one. And last but not least, in terms of these fast facts, we're going to talk about Chain Guardians, which is also a GOB partner, as well as Axie, by the way. And they have just released this article on CGG, which is going to be their governance token. And what I like the most about it, actually, is this thing here called NFT mining. So the way this will work is you will be able to stake your NFTs that not necessarily have to be Chain Guardians NFTs to make Chain Guardian credits, and then you can transition those Chain Guardian credits to Chain Guardian tokens, which will be an ERC20 token with secondary market value and with a lot of utility to it. So, as I said, the most important to me is that even if you don't have Chain Guardian assets, so for example, if you have Cryptomorph assets, which most of our members do, then you can use those assets as well to mint their credits and then get tokens from those credits. So it's a very, very interesting model. And please stay tuned because we're working on something very exciting for you guys with Chain Guardians so that you can benefit the most out of everyone from this new token. So now getting into the sort of nitty gritty, the most important stuff of the week, at least in my opinion, that's gotta be the Beeple collection. Now, giving you guys some context, Beeple is an artist, a very well-known artist in the non-crypto space that just made an incursion in the NFT space. He launched a collection a couple of weeks ago with Nifty Gateway, and then this past weekend, he launched his second collection. But this one was quite special. Now, why would that be? Because of this. He launched his Opens edition, which were these 3 pieces that you could buy for 5 minutes. There were no limited amount of them. And then the very interesting thing is this physical token, right? So what he did basically was quite revolutionary and very interesting in my opinion, because it allows us to link the digital world and the physical world. Why? Well, because if you bought any of these pieces or the pieces that he was selling on this promotion, on this collection on Nifty Gateway, you could sort of redeem it, or you could use them to get a physical counterpart. And so the physical counterparts, as you can see, look very, very nice. So you can put this on your wall, you can put them in your room. And it kind of goes with that thing that people talk a lot about in the NFT space of how do we bridge the gap, right? How do we connect people who want to have an art piece in their living room with someone who actually wants an NFT and wants to get the innovation aspect of it and wants to get the ownership aspect of it. So it's not the first time people do something like this, but I think it's the first time it's done at a big scale and at a sort of mainstream scale in the NFT space. And there was a lot of expectation around it. And I would say the expectation paid off, right? Why? Because Beeple was able to raise $3.5 million out of his sales. And he sold a lot of these, as you can see, a lot of the open editions, but he also had some one-on-one editions. He had 21 of those. And if you check the prices on these, they were quite crazy. So they all went for over $50,000, for more than $50,000. And some of them went for $120,000 or even more. Check this one out, guys, because this was incredible. The last one of them went for $777,000, and it set the record for the highest selling piece in NFT history thus far. Wow. How cool is that, right? So and that happened just like 2 days ago, right? So that kind of gives you an idea of how fast everything is moving, how much the space is evolving, and how cool everything is, and how grateful we should be to be in this revolution, all of us together. By the way, I cannot say much for now, but I will say stay tuned, because we have something related to this coming to Grow Your Base. Amazing, like it's gonna blow your brains out. But you'll have to wait for that. In any case, don't want to create too much expectation. We're gonna go to the last section. We're gonna talk about what's happening in the future. A couple of interesting things. First of them is the first land main sale of League of Kingdoms. This is a game where you can own land, build on top of it, and make revenue out of it. So they've just announced that they're gonna be having their mainland sale starting on the 28th of December. And this is quite a complex game with a lot of mechanics. So if you guys are interested, I would recommend you to start looking into it, because this is like in 11 days, but definitely you want to do some research if you're going to participate. Then last but not least, StreetFighter is coming to the blockchain, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure this will make a lot of people happy. And it also opens the door for people like Pokemon to come in, right? For very big brands to make their appearance. Is that gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? Let me know what you think. I think Pokemon should come, and I think that should be quite exciting. But in any case, they've just released this sort of landing page, and it looks like the sale might be in February 2021. But I'm sure a lot of you will like to see this and would like to collect some of these cards if you're into fighting games. So definitely good news for the space, because this is a household name, so it will bring a lot of new users to it, to the space, and that's exactly what we need. This will be then. I hope you guys have enjoyed this very first video. It's been my pleasure to make it, and please give me feedback on what have we missed, what could we do better for next time, what projects and what sales we didn't include in the video that we should have, and also what projects and what sales we should include in the next video that's going to be coming next Friday. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend and week ahead, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Peace.